Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to speak on something. My name is Sarah. Hope everybody's doing well. So I watched the video from one of our sisters here that just moved back to Nigeria after a long time in the UK, and she's one of the people I've watched for a long time because I loved her move back series. Of course, I wasn't a content creator when I moved, so I did not get the opportunity to do what she did. So I really love watching her, like the process she took people through, which is what I keep saying when I say things like it's not really easy. People that just say I came back and I did not like it and I went back immediately. When you put in all these efforts, because she spoke about it, how at some point she wasn't even doing videos again because they had to lock a lot of things. Obviously, if your house is on mortgage, you have to finish just basically everything that she had to do, which is now she's fully in Nigeria, and she made a video, because she has a business and all. And she titled the video, "This is why many don't want to Japada." I don't know if you can see it. She titled the video, "This is why many don't want to Japada." Now, I'm going to talk about a few things in this video, right? So she even made a follow-up video today as I'm making this video that I watched, and it's something that I also wanted to speak on. So first I want to talk about her video. In her video, she spoke about how someone she employed just barely 2 weeks to employing this person. I think she knows the person from church and all. And one day she saw a bag. Let me not bore you because we typically most times have the same subscribers. So she pulled up a bag that she had given the lady, and she saw that the lady had put another bag inside the bag, and basically the lady was stealing from her. She didn't know up until that time. If she did not touch that bag, she wouldn't know. And she just showed her frustration and things like that because it's part of the journey. And she actually said this is why people do not like to come back to Nigeria to do business. Is it a lie? No, it is true. This is why people don't like to come back. And that's why I keep saying something. If you followed my channel, I keep talking about like corruption, how it is top to bottom, and how we can do better. Because one of the things about us is that we separate ourselves from the government, as if the government, they're this omnipresent, invincible things that they just picked from nowhere. No, they were handpicked from us. They are representative or representation of who we are. If we're picking good leaders, are we good? If we're picking bad leaders, are we bad? And stealing from each other is just as bad as going up there and stealing things that are supposed to help the country to move forward, right? So this is a lady that just came back, started a business. Sometimes, and one thing with people that come back like this, I don't know how to explain it, but when you follow some people, you know how they are. Like, she's very like open-minded. The way she even talks, you know the kind of relationship that she had with this woman, and being that okay, it's also someone that she had from church, so there was this level of trust. See, if you are coming to do business in Nigeria, let me tell you one of your biggest issues, right? Or one of the biggest people that you will encounter: house helps, domestic staff, house helps, cleaners, nannies, drivers, workers. Oh my, if you escape these people, your business will be successful. Like, by business, I mean even being at home. Because I know a friend that used to call them necessary evil. Why? Because it's like you still need them, especially if you're one that need them. You need them. It's easy to come and say, oh, no, I will not have a driver. I will not have this. I will not have that. Especially when you're not having them because you just want to have them. Imagine you have kids who need to do school run and you still need to be at work. I'm one of those people that don't just judge people from a place of privilege. Maybe because you are able not to have, you don't have them because probably you're a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, so it's easy for you to take your kids to school. But in the norm, you need these people. Even if it's someone that comes and goes, it's still the same thing. So let's talk about solution here, why you can watch that video, and she detailed exactly what happened to her. Guess what? When I was about to make the video, right, I just went on TikTok. You know how you're scrolling through, and I saw this lady crying, help me, oh, my workers have finished me, my workers have finished me. What happened? Her workers were stealing from her. They had stolen over 10 million naira. In fact, they had gone to their village to buy land, 4 of them. So she had just caught them, she had arrested them. She has not done a follow-up on what actually happened. But it's a service business. I think it's like a spa. So she hasn't given a breakdown of what actually happened, but they have actually confessed to doing this. Then I saw another lady who owns a blender where she posted a lady's picture and how much this girl had already stolen from her. I think she was even giving the money to her parents. In fact, petty stealing, or will I call it petty stealing, or this kind of stealing, is something that if you have hired people in Nigeria, it is the biggest thing. We've had our fair share of experience before I got careful. I have been lucky not to have something crazy. Like I was having a conversation with one of my friends and she told me of how her cook took all her like jewelries that were very expensive. So me, I am very like, of course, I've had people work for me that took my things, but first of all, personally, I go cashless. So I never put you in a situation where you can ever steal anything that can make you, like you can't steal something from me that can change your life. Does that make sense? So, and that comes from a place of like experience and all. I know, like, and it's not even like money. Sometimes they'll steal your perfume, they'll steal your wristwatch. When I was moving to my house, I know I made that in my previous video, not this house, the one before the one I moved from. While moving, I didn't like it, just happened, so I had to just quickly move, and she stole my perfume and my watch, and I was so sure that she was the one. And she was like, "Oh, is it your the perfume was two," and somehow when I was like, "No, I saw this thing before I entered here." She brought that one. I said, "Ah, is it this one? I saw it under here." Crazy, 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 crazy. But now you're like, okay, you're asking yourself, how do you still deal with these people because you need them, right? I've had drivers that will, maybe to pump the tire is 2,000. They'll tell you it's 6,000. They'll take your cars to mechanic, and them and the mechanic will be taking your money, things like that. They don't mind buying bad fuel just to save money. You send them to go and buy fuel just to save money. So things like that. And in business as well, I've never really had a business. My business is online, and aside from that, my other job doesn't require like sales people. So I haven't had that kind of business, but I'm going to speak from other people's experience. Now you may ask, how do I handle these things? The handling it is first accepting. Like the lady that made the video, right? She said something that, like, someone that you know from church, that is the first error. You see these ones that come under I'm a Christian, they tie their scarf, be careful. I'm telling you. Yeah, because I've seen a few people, when you're choosing stuff, you're like, this one, she looks like she's a TikToker. She looks like someone that will be dancing. They want to go for that, innocent looking ones. Maybe ones that even came from the village that don't know anyone. Fear them. There's this page as well. It's called House Help Reviews on Instagram. They also post videos of house helps and the horrible things that the house helps have done. And they all have the same thing in common. One, I don't go to the village to take house helps. Like, see, when you see, like, it is not done. It is not done. If you have a cousin, that one is different. Maybe like those days, back in the days, how our parents used to do it is that maybe you come from a home like you're not well to do and you need someone to help you train your kids while they help out at home at the same time. I don't mind that if the person is above 18. Anything like below 18, I don't subscribe to that. But if the person is above 18, you can do that. You can ask someone in the village to bring somebody for you, but it has to be somebody they know, like their sister, their cousin, that sort of thing, like somebody that they know. They call it no reach home. They are also very that's good out, but that one, get ready to teach, because they've not been exposed. And some of them, like when you go on the page, it's mostly those people that do those things, right? Then you see these women too that are like married, that have kids, more kids, and you know that the salary you're paying them, that there is no way in this world that salary will be enough for them. Because there's one thing in Nigeria. Nigerians believe that children are a blessing, and the more children you have is a blessing. So you see someone who barely earns minimum wage with 6 children, and you're paying her a minimum wage. How do you expect, like, there is no way that money will be enough for her? So there is that set of people. I know someone that was talking about how she had a nanny who used to come and go, and for everything they buy, the nanny will divide it into 2. Like if it's rice, she will divide it into 2. Gary, all those things. She didn't used to put her mind because she thought that like is a woman, is a mature woman. This woman will not do this kind of thing. But she was just realizing that this thing is finishing fast. But she did not want to accuse the lady until one day she found out that that's what the lady had been doing. Had even ganged with the security, with the gate man, so the gate man will be letting her pass. Crazy things like that, driver. So what I will advise people to do when they're in that situation is, one, now we have NIN. Know your nannies. Don't just see these agents, don't know them. And unfortunately, you have to get them from the agent, right? I know people ask me, what agents can I get them from? I'm sorry, but these agents don't know them. So you have to do your own work of knowing your people. Like, know them very well. Get guarantors. Make sure that who they say they are is actually who they are, especially if they're going to be touching money or things like that, or if they are going to be dealing with you directly and they come and go or they even live there. It is important you know very well who you're dealing with. I always tell people, hire a professional, right? Know that it is business. Call it business, right? It is very important. I know why I'm saying it. No, don't do, my sister, my brother, don't mix business and pleasure in Nigeria. It doesn't work. It doesn't stop you from being a nice person, yes, but being a nice person doesn't mean that, like, they will cross that line so fast, faster than you can think of. Yeah, so use the NIN, get their NIN, and if they are your nannies that live with you, which, they are with your kids and all, please register them with the nearest police station. Make sure you register your nannies and your drivers with the nearest police station. A woman was crying on Instagram that one time. The thing shocked me. She showed her shelf. She sells jewelries like gold, and her help, or sorry, the sales girl had cleared the place, and she was calling what millions of naira. She was asking who knows this person. She told me she's this. The guarantor she gave us is not picking. We were like, you have that kind of money, like that kind of business, and you leave somebody that you don't know. No. Make sure that they are who they say they are. Yes, we don't have social security in Nigeria, but we have NIN. And now I know that the government is saying that they are linking, or they have linked the NIN to even your bank, right? So make sure they submit your NIN and that you take them to the nearest police station. Make sure that they are aware, so that even if it's somebody that is sending them, because most cases, especially the girls, they're going to have one boyfriend outside that is telling them what to do. Make sure that they know that they have been registered with the nearest police station. Do this especially also with your drivers, because drivers are the ones that put you at risk. They know you're in and out. They're the ones that take you to work. Personally, I don't hire drivers through agent. I always hire through somebody that I know. That's always my criteria of drivers. It's through somebody that I know. So I usually have this family friend that I will ask him, like, if he has a family friend or a brother that's looking for a driving job, So he always gives me people that he knows. He knows them. He knows the man's family. He knows his wife. He knows his kids. Like, he knows the person very well. That's how he gives me people. So even if you're not taking them directly by yourself to the nearest police station, take their details, but let them know that this is it, so that if they have any evil intention already, put cameras. See, cameras are very important. There are people now that sell cameras in Nigeria. Even if you don't have 24 hours light, there are cameras you can check on Instagram that you put around your house that doesn't even work. Like, it doesn't work with electricity. So even if there is no light, the camera will be working and it is connected to your phone. Watch it. See, watch it. I'm telling you, watch it. At least, like, the major places like your kitchen, things like that. You don't have to put camera in your bedroom, but the outside, all those sort of things. Now, if you live in an estate, personally, I live in an estate, right? Just like what happened with that bag incident that the woman spoke about. So my estate security searches them, and it's not a gate man. There's a difference between the security and the gate man, because most people just hire like a gate man, and then the gate man is there forever or till whenever. But when you use this uniform security companies, they interchange them. they change them, and the security is responsible, like the security company. So let's say someone takes something out here now without you knowing, you report to the security company. So it's the security company that knows, like, there have been cases where maybe there was an incident and the security company had to pay for it. Yeah, because there is proof that they were on duty when this thing happened, right? So yes, make sure that if you live in that kind of estate, make sure you give that rule, because like me, I tell them they search them. And if my girl comes now, for example, and I give her this lip gloss, always tell them that she's going out with a pink lip gloss. Don't just say, please allow her pass, clear her. Why? Because you see what that woman did. She gave the girl a bag, and the girl went to put another bag inside it. So you just go in now telling them, yes, I gave her a bag. No, tell them you gave one, so that in case they are searching her, they will see that it is more than one. This is for your house. So that's for your house, right? Be careful, be vigilant. Don't put cash around them. Like, I'm telling you the truth. I know it might sound like a lot of work. That's why some people will say that they think about the work. They don't just bother hiring people. They just have someone to come and clean. Why some people will tell you that even the people coming and cleaning is more dangerous, because by the time you find out that something is missing, it might have been a while, things like that. So I still believe that all na poison, choose your own. And at the end of the day, you kiss different frogs till you find the right ones, right? Like, example, some people, when I say it's not everybody, it's true. Some people are naturally innocent, honest as human beings. I've had like helps that I can tell you that there might be many things, they might not listen, they might not clean the way you want to, but in terms of taking, like if I've had different helps, I've had just one experience of someone taking something from me. Literally my entire time in Nigeria, just one. The other ones that I've had, see, even if I drop money here, they will leave it. If I drop something, like my current help now, even if you throw it in the dustbin, she will still confirm from you that, please, I saw this thing in the dustbin. I wasn't sure if it's a mistake, right? Aside from the fact that they will search her at the gate before she even found out, she's naturally honest. Yeah, so just like you, some people are naturally honest. But how do you get to that point where you even know if they are honest? Is that you should set your cameras, prepare yourself. Don't leave things in front of them. Don't have money conversations in front of them, right? Yes, especially like, don't do that. Especially like it's someone you don't know to the house. If you don't know the person very well and you leave 50K there and the person steals your 50K and knows that, oh, you will know that they are the person. Like, the person will not steal that money, because what will you do for the person? Do you understand? Like, I know you to your house. Are you going to run away with your entire family because of an amount of money that cannot even send you to Ghana? So it's important, especially people with kids, try and know where these people are coming from, even if they've worked for you 4 years. Because some people, what they do is that they wait until you get comfortable, then they strike. So don't just say, I've known them more, I've known them for long, nothing. No. Like, do your due diligence, do everything you need to do, especially if they live in your house. If it's people that come and go, then, which is even, if the people that come and go, you can buy a safe. If you have expensive jewelries, as you're coming back, open that safe, put everything. Don't say this person is in church. Put it immediately. That one is even easier, because by the time they are coming, you've had time to arrange the valuables. Yes. And then for your kitchen, put those things, because what I believe is like my help, again, I keep using her as example because I want you to know that there are still good ones there. And I know that someone was asking the lady that that you said that this girl is good, how come she stole? Yes, two truths can exist. Someone can be a good cleaner, blah blah blah, and still be a thief, right? Yes, but my help cannot take sugar that you did not give her. Like, I'm talking sugar. How much is sugar? You're the one. The other day I asked Stella, oh yeah, take this. Like, I saw her buying sugar and I was like, there is sugar. How can you go and buy? She said, no, as long as you didn't give it to me by yourself, I cannot touch it. That's her personality, not just because she's saying it. I have watched it, I have checked, and I have seen it. So even before you now know that this person is is honest, before you get to that point, guard yourself, guard your properties. Don't just say, oh yes, but it's just rice, it's just meat. Anybody that can take rice that you did not give them, the only reason they've not taken money is because you have not given them that opportunity. Then, like I said, if you live in an estate or a safe place, ensure that they search them. There's something that my auntie does, right? When you come, like when she opens the door, so all the girl comes with is her transport money. Any other thing she's coming with, she's to leave it at the gate. So let's say on her way coming, she sees yam and decides to buy the yam. The instruction is to leave that yam at the gate, because when you're leaving, the estate will start harassing you like you took it from there. So all the girl comes in with is her transport money. So when the security sees her with anything other than maybe she's going, and they see her with any other thing, it means that it's the woman that gave it to her, and they will confirm from the woman. She doesn't come with big bag. Another rule is that if you come with big bag, like maybe people that clean, like I have a cleaner that comes and goes, right? She stays on the island weekdays, and then weekends she goes. So that weekend she always comes with a bag. So what the security will say, no, leave it there, leave your things there. So that we will know, like leave it in the security, write the things that you left there. When you come back, you collect it, protect yourself. Then from business, I've read stories. This lady was talking about how she opened a multi-millionaire shop. The girl wasn't even opening the shop. I'm like, sorry to victim blame. I'm not victim blaming, but you guys cannot get careless with these people. If you have a business, you make sure it's not even opening the shop. If you have a business, first of all, if you're not in Nigeria, don't run this kind of business. I'm telling you the truth. Don't run those kinds of businesses. My mechanic, for example, she's not always in Nigeria. She's not always in Nigeria. So the way she operates, everything, she watches around. Like the way she will tell you what's happening through video. So if you know you're not going to be around, sacrifice that time to really be on video. How can you not know that they were not opening the door? That means you didn't even have a smart door that needed a smart lock, so that they will know, you will know when they are opening the door and closing. You must put these things in check. If not, these people will run you down from 1122. Like, put your cameras in the store. Write your policy, put it on Instagram, put it everywhere. Okay, now you're wondering that these people they stole from, like the lady that has the blender and all that. What happened is that when you come there, because of the banking issues that happen in Nigeria, these people will tell you that sorry, my POS is not working, you can't transfer. They will not give you their account to transfer. You don't know. In fact, there was a particular girl that told me that someone gave her account, and she knows the CEO to be Maria, right? So when the name popped up and it was Maria, she didn't even bother checking that was not the CEO's last name, because she doesn't even know the CEO's last name. This is how this so-called namesake employer was stealing from her boss. And guess what? She was constantly winning Employer of the Year. The day she put up the girl's page on social media, people were screaming, this girl I'm always tipping, this girl that is too good. And they showed all the CCTV of what she does, of how she tells them that maybe you do something of 150K, she'll let it there. When it's the one of maybe 200, 300, she'll tell that it's not working, that come outside and use someone's POS. Meanwhile, that POS did not belong to the company. They were using their own POS. I heard of a lady, was it ShopRite or so, who had her own POS. Can you imagine? Oh my God, you have to be very careful when it's with these people. It is doable. You're going to find the good ones, but before you eventually clock those good ones, make sure, because you cannot say things like, oh, because of it you will not do your business. People are running their business here every day. The where I go to do my nail, they always send email, they put it on their Instagram, they pinned it. This is our only official. Please do not pay to manager, do not pay to anybody. As you're walking in, you will see they'll say do not pay to anybody. Put all those signposts. You're putting it in their subconscious, right? If I walk into your organization and I'm seeing that you put do not pay into any personal account, this is the only, and your account number is boldly written there. If someone gives me an account, I will struggle. Like, they even sent an email saying, even in case of when, that means something must have happened. Because they're like, even when a staff tells you it is not working, please, these are the only, she even wants to open, I think, like 4 company accounts. Like, there is no way these 4 will not be working. So she pasted it all over the place. If you have items, you know that I heard that there are people that run restaurants and all, right? I heard that these people will come and be like, let's say you're selling drinks. So obviously, if Coca-Cola is 200 outside, in a restaurant it will be 500. So they said that these people will come and sell the things like the drinks and go outside and replace it. I'm saying, nobody came, nobody bought anything. And you look at your inventory and you're like, it's complete, or the Coke is complete. So apparently no one came. No, they are selling, but they are changing it. She spoke about like her kitchen staff and everything they did to her, procurement manager, things like that. Like, it's something you really have to be hands-on until you find the right people. And by right people, it means that this is someone that, out of 10 devils, it's okay, I want to trust one person. Then that your procurement officer that you're trusting, that you're giving money to, it's not just because you trust her, it's because you've done your assignment. You know where she lives, you know where her family is, you have a guarantee on her, on things like that, right? Before you can now let that person handle that stuff. It is very important. They will run you down. Business is good. To be honest, people have been doing it. There are challenges. I don't know why this stealing thing, I know that it's more here. It's more here. I've read more of it here than any other place of people taking down people running down people's businesses from stealing. Imagine now that girl has taken that bag. How much is the bag? If the bag is 20,000, that's like stealing 20,000. She'll come again, take handband. Maybe the handband is 2,000. She has taken that one. She has taken. Before you know it, your store is looking full and empty, but your pocket is very empty. So you must, especially if you're in a service-based place, because what they do is that maybe 10 people come to braid their hair, they will record 3. So make sure, in fact, if they are staying long, check on them. Yeah. If you have a staff that is like, highest staying staff, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, still check on them. Like, be on your toes. Don't ever be relaxed. Don't ever get to a place where you're like, I am now relaxed. No. Don't do that. Like, I know the company I used to deliver, they always say that, please, no cash. Why? Because they had incidents because Nigerians will tell you, please, I want to pay on delivery for cash. No. And riders will go collect the cash. Then when they are coming back, they tell you that police stopped us. They use corruption to their advantage. And so this one, that one. So we had to settle them. I crossed one way and I had to pay this fine because they are holding cash. Why some of them will not even tell you the amount, right? The right amount. Like one day, delivery guy came. I said, is it cash? Because I've not paid for delivery. He said, yes. I said, how much? He said, when I said how much, he knew I didn't know the amount. He said 5,000. And now, luckily, the girl just called me immediately to know if I've gotten my order. I said, yes. She said, okay, please, ma, pay for the delivery. It's 3,500. And I said, okay, I thought it's the other woman. Which other woman? How do you thought? Do you get? So you see what they do. This is exactly what they do. And be running down your business. So you take the remaining and then take the 3,500 to her if she hadn't called me. So then the company was like, no, please, we don't accept cash. Pay directly to us. And it just makes it easier. If it's people that are thieves, when they don't see what to steal, what happens? They'll stop working for you. And guys, please, when people come online to nag or to talk about their experience, the kind of comment we don't want to be seen is, this is why I don't want to come back. This is why I should not come back. This is why. No, there are challenges everywhere. And that's why you have channels like me that tell you how I navigate it, right? I've done this thing for years. There are people that have been in business where I do my nails. They've been in business for years. And you will go there, you will recognize faces. You will recognize faces. I'm talking as if it's their retirement plan. I was like, did you make them partners because they have been here? So there are people getting it right. When I hear people say things like Lebanese people, Arab people, Chinese people, they are in this country getting it right. But a typical Nigerian manager will sit down and we just want to put a CEO of this, make Instagram videos when we are coming. But if you see these other people when they are working, all these Chinese people, Lebanese people, go to any restaurant, hands on. You guys will know, there's this particular guy I know, right? This Chinese guy. He goes to the market by himself to buy. He's his own procurement officer. He goes there to buy the things that will be needed for the to operate his business. There is no sitting down. When you come there, he's everywhere. He's on his toes. He's going up and down. That's the best way to do business in Nigeria. If you're not ready to do business like that, my dear, forget it. Maybe you just do business like digital marketing, tech, online, things that don't require like third party. But once it's a third party thing, something like when you need, when if you need people to work with you, even stylists, designers, they'll tell you people will come and the people who go out to poach your designers that you have trained, your tailors that you brought from anywhere, train them. Somebody will just come poach them, for just a higher amount. I know someone actually told me that, do you know that the agent, like a lady was telling me that the agent is the one that tells them. So if you're paying them like 100K, the agent collects half of the first month's salary. Then the agent will now call them again and say, there's a woman here. Oh, that woman is a nice woman. Da, da, da. You should work there. If you see what she do, wash their head. Tell them that that one is 100 and maybe just add small money there. They will go. But the agent's plan is that if he keeps moving you to different people, that means one, he gets his agency fee, because agency fees for covers a year, and two, he gets to be getting half of their money. Yeah. So sometimes if you're changing staff and you've looked inwards and you're like, oh, it's not me, I treat them well, I do this, I do that. Just note that sometimes it's not from you. It's the system. So like I keep saying, like we should all just try and be better people. That's the truth. Better people. Remove your eye in what is not your own. You should all try and be better people. And for my people coming back, do not be discouraged. Like I said, it's doable. It's doable. People have been doing it for years, and you have, the comment section is open. Every time you read comments, people also tell you how they navigate these things from their own experience. Anyway, my name still remains Sarah Donald. If you want consultation on moving back to Nigeria, please do well to send me an email. Anything about land, property, all that good stuff, lawyer, send me an email and I'll give you my best recommendation, because I've been around for a good minute. So I have people that I've tested and trusted, because I know how it can be. Anyway, see me, your girl, Sarah Donna. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thanks and stay blessed.